Hey Aquarius, welcome to your May 2020 reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Some of it might be for you, some of it might be for someone else. You could be watching because you're a sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, or Venus sign, Aquarius, or you could be watching for someone that is one of those. Either way, I'm grateful that you're here. You can follow me on Instagram at Candy Wishman or on Patron, where I do exclusive Twinflame, souls and separation content. If you don't like labels, you can find the information in the description box below. So we're going to get right to it. Just so you know, Pluto in retrograde, full moon, super moon in Scorpio. Some of my readings have been heavy. Take it as it is. Take it as it resonates. Take what you need right now. Leave the rest, whatever that is. There is a light at the end of this tunnel when we recognize that the tunnel is our own creation, truly. All right, so what is the overall energy of the month for you, Aquarius? What is the overall energy of this month of May for you? Ooh, buddy, 100%. Look at that, okay? Huge spiritual awakening energy. For the record, I am one of those people that believes, okay, that you don't just spiritually wake up one day and that's it. There are many layers and many levels of ascension or spiritual awakening, okay? So be mindful of that. Yeah, we're always waking up. Look at that. Purification. Whenever I see this card, I legit feel this like cold water just washing everything away. It can be hot water if hot water is your thing. Just washing away, just clearing out. And all that fog, all that density, all that stuff that's in your field that makes it hard for you to think straight, okay? I just feel like this is a huge month of purging for you. Okay. Which I think is a beautiful thing because as painful and as difficult as purging is, it's necessary. One day it won't be necessary. One day things won't stay in our field and it'll just pass right through, but that is not today. All right, what can you focus on this month? Look at that, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get 4, are we? We're gonna get 4. Okay, yeah. So we have the 4 of Pentacles, okay? What are you hanging on to? If you're hanging on, you might be hanging on too tightly to something out of fear. Okay, the first one that popped up though was the 7 of Swords. Sometimes this can be hidden agenda. This can be sort of being sneaky, midnight moves, okay? I feel this is more of an energy of indirect action. Sometimes, as uncomfortable as it is, sometimes we just have to sit in the discomfort to really process what we need to, and to know that we don't always have to do something in the moment. We're raised in this energy where we're like, oh my God, we're uncomfortable. We can't be uncomfortable. We have to do something about it. We have to distract ourselves. We have to fix it. Sometimes we don't have to do anything. So maybe it's more of you just being open to being like, okay, what am I doing right now? Like, is this really helping me, or is it just making me feel worse, right? So sometimes you kind of just have to sit in that energy. Very, very, very interesting cards, okay? The 2 of Swords, okay? Being blind, not really having all the details, not trusting your intuition enough to move forward. Sometimes you have to sit in the darkness in order to hear your inner voice that's trying to guide you, okay? Then we have the Queen of Wands, okay? The Queen of Wands is an energy of empowerment and self-empowerment and empowering others. It's interesting, like for a couple of these cards, they're looking away, they're looking outwards, they're looking to move on. And I feel like I think you need to ask yourself, is what I'm doing empowering me? Is it empowering others in my life? Okay, that might help clear some of the fog. I feel like that's kind of maybe why it's here. We have the Page of Swords, and usually I only have a 3 set for this part, but we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is kind of this awareness around honesty, insightful, I'm going to pull from this deck because I feel sometimes I'm guided to do that. I've been doing that a lot lately, to be honest. Being honest and insightful with yourself, but really being self-aware. Page, not knight, the page, Candace, page. I'm sure you guys are super excited to watch this. Okay, be impeccable with your word. Very interesting. Learning new information, being spied on. Okay, but honest and insightful about self. Restless energy. Maybe honing in on this restless energy. Okay. I don't feel like it's an energy of you being impeccable with your word. I think the group of you that I'm tapping into are actually very good with your words, and very kind and very understanding, or the way it's delivered. I do feel an energy though of self-sacrificing. There's a self-sacrificing energy here. So maybe also focusing on that and where that comes from. Okay. All right. So what needs to be surrendered this month? What needs to be surrendered? Bam. Look at that. Okay. The Ace of Cups. So I heard very clearly surrendering the need to give of your cup outside of yourself, constantly making sure everybody else is okay. Okay. Constantly worrying about everybody else, knowing that you're capable of filling your own cup. The more you practice that, the more confident you'll be in that. Surrendering the need to fill it by giving to others. Because that doesn't actually fill it, that empties it. It does, it can fill it sometimes, but there's, there's a book out there, it's just popping in my head, so I'm going to say this. It's called The Bucket Theory. It's a children's book about emotional wellness, how every interaction we have takes sand out of our bucket, puts sand in our bucket. So it kind of teaches kids about emotional interactions with other people. We have the Tower and we have the Eight of Swords, okay? Surrendering to letting the universe help you step out of your self-imposed entrapment. Because the Tower is coming. The Tower is coming for every single one of us. Even those of us who are like, okay, I surrender. I clearly have to surrender more. Okay, the Tower is coming. It's just surrender to that Tower. Okay, it's just surrender to, it's coming to free us from our own dang selves. Okay, because we, for some reason, think we know better than the universe or our higher selves. I'm not sure why, but this is how it is. That's not an easy thing to do. Okay, but you've got this, Aquarius, because you know on some level that you are stuck. The Two of Swords says that hugely. Okay. All right. What challenges will you face? Because that's not challenging enough. Yeah. Couple of them wanted to come forward. Okay, well, we'll take all three. That's fine. Okay, Eight of Cups. Okay, walking away from what no longer serves. Okay, that's going to be a challenge. We know that already. We know that without all the details, it makes it very difficult. The first card that popped out was the Judgment card. Okay, so this could be fear of judgment. Okay, fear of what other people are thinking about what you want to do for your betterment. I feel like it's also going to be a little bit of a challenge to connect with your higher self, because this is connecting to your soul self, allowing your soul self to come forward and be free of judgment. I feel like there's going to be a little bit of a challenge with that for you, only because you have to process and purify, okay, all this other stuff that's in your energy. It's sort of blocking you. But we have the World card, okay, which tells me that we do have cycles ending. We do have an energy of things closing out. And that is going to be a challenge for you, letting go of the stuff that doesn't actually, you know, you got to walk through this door, but all your baggage is not going to fit through there. So you have to put it down. Find a way to honor it. Find a way to honor it and thank it for being a part of your life, and trust, okay? Sort of trust that whatever is meant for your greatest and highest good will continue to be a part of your life. Then we have the Page of Cups. It's going to be a little bit difficult for you to align yourself with the true energy of love, because you are processing a lot of fear. You're processing a lot of purification of things. A lot of mental gymnastics is what I'm hearing, okay? And when we get into that mental state of doing our mental loops, we tend to step out of our heart space and out of alignment with love, because when we're there, when we're in that space, when we're connected to our higher selves, and we know what our intentions are, and our intentions are love, and we can envision the greatest and highest good, the best outcome. Okay, that's going to be a challenge, okay? But it's only a challenge because these things need to be put to rest, if you will. Ooh, 11/11 when I said that. Okay, what are some supportive energies for you this month? Beauty. I love when that card comes up. It's in an interesting space, but yeah. Queen of Swords. Okay, so we have some maternal energy. Okay. The Queen of Swords is kind of an energy that cuts the BS, cuts through the BS. Okay, doesn't get caught up in all that stuff. I do feel like it could be mother issues. Okay, that's coming up for a lot of people right now. And what I was happy to see was this 5 of Pentacles. Okay, to me, this is childhood trauma. Childhood emotional trauma. This is going to be a supportive energy, because as you navigate through your fears, as you navigate through your own reluctancy to do what you need to for the greatest of everybody, okay, for the best of everybody, you're going to be, it's going to help you understand why there's fog, why there's blockage, all this excess baggage. It's going to allow you to heal those things and your inner child. And then we have the Ace of Swords, okay? Your mental acuity, is that the right word? Acuity? Anyway, acuity. I think acuity is more like it. Is on point, okay? You know that out of all the zodiac signs, you have the ability to see things in a new way, okay? To think outside the box, to go beyond the normal scope of thinking about things. And that's going to be a huge support for you. That is going to be a huge ally in getting out of this. And I feel like it's really going to help you with some of the Tower moments that are coming, okay? Because they are coming, like I said. And I don't say that to put fear in you, because truly Tower moments they're only difficult when we resist. And they only happen because we resisted for too long, right? But on the other side of them, it's sort of like, you know, for an example, I worked my way up in a company, and then they downsized and let me go. And it was devastating for me. It was devastating. Like but again, I was attached to the title. I was attached to the money. There was all this pride. Like, I worked my way up. I didn't have any post-secondary education to support me. How am I going to get another job and continue to live my lifestyle? Like, I lost my condo. I lost my car. I had a very difficult time through that. I remember the day that I got let go. A friend of mine picked me up, and she's like, "You must be so happy." And I'm like, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, I'm a mess, right? And she's like, "You can be free to do anything." And it didn't really dawn on me until a few days later, but I was miserable in that job. I had no right living way beyond my means the way that I was, with paying for my condo by myself and paying for my car and all these things. I was living way beyond what I actually needed. And that was the universe came in to be like, okay, you were off your path. You were miserable. Okay. We're going to help you out with that. Okay. And I get that there were people behind what happened, but on the other side of that Tower moment, that was my first real awakening, if you will. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at an important event, or something that's going to be of importance for you this month, Aquarius. Look at that. We've got Door to Spirit and Healer of the Ages, okay? Bam. All right, so we have a 5, which is freedom through change. So I feel like whatever's going down right now, you know, it might be a slow, painful thing for you. And I only giggle because, like, why does it have to be this slow process? But I feel like it's unearthing these layers and slowly purifying things for you so that you can be more connected to your higher self. This is all to unearth those. It's almost like, have you ever tried using your cell phone in a building with a tin roof and the signal doesn't go through? Well, they're slowly replacing bits of your tin roof so that you can have a better connection. I don't know what you're going to do with that, but I feel like it's going to be pretty awesome for you and anybody else you connect with, because I think you know you have something to offer. I think it's just going to open things really up for you spiritually. Okay, maybe that scares people. I don't know. All right, so let's see what the fairies have to say. Strength, yeah. The grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness, time to embrace how wonderful you are. Okay. It's time to unearth the real you, remove everybody else's energy from your field, and be kind to yourself, forgive yourself, be kind to others and forgive others, and allow yourself the good grace to shift through these energies because they're all happening for you. All right, be your peace, love yourself, share your light, and have an amazing month of May.